Hello, my name is Ashton. I'm going to talk to you guys about why I want to be a pipe fitter. The first reason why I want to be a pipe fitter is because you need to know how to weld. You already know how to weld, so that's a huge plus because welding's not that hard. It's like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it, you learn it forever and you never know not how to weld. But the second reason why I want to be a pipe fitter is because the only hard part they have to do is blueprints, and that's pretty easy considering that you just lay it out, write what materials you need, how thick the steel is, where you want the steel to be, and stuff like that. The third reason why I want to be a pipe fitter is because it's pretty good pay. You start out at $29 an hour, then you go up each year 10% till you hit $44 an hour, which is a lot of money, so yeah, that's another reason. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what materials you need. The most important material that you need is a welder so you can weld stuff. You could either get 3 different welders or one welder that has all 3 of the welders in one thing. So there's a stick welder, a wire feed welder, and a TIG welder. The only time you would need a TIG welder is if you're welding aluminum, which you don't really do a lot. And usually when you use a MIG welder, it's for smaller projects that aren't really important. Otherwise, you just use stick welds because they're a lot easier and it's just easier to weld with. So yeah. So welding is basically for MIG welding, which is wire feed welding, which it gives you the filler rod. You have a gun, I guess, and you pull the trigger, and it the wire sticks out and it starts melting the metal together. And the only thing you have to do with that is make sure you're not too close or too far, and then you just pull the triggers, do little circles, don't go too fast or too slow. So for stick welding, the only thing that you need to do is you need to put this little stick, a rod, in this clamp thing, and then you strike it like you would strike a match, and you just basically do your little O's or circles, and you just move along. But for these, you can't get too close. If you get too close, it sticks to the metal, and it messes up your weld, so that sucks. And you can't go too far, also stop welding, so it's picky, I guess. And then TIG welding. The hardest part about TIG welding is you have a torch. We'll say this is the torch. And you have a filler rod. So the MIG, you have the gun thingy, which is pretty much the torch, and the filler rod, which is in it. When you pull the trigger, it comes out. But for TIG welding, you have the torch, you press the little pedal thingy, and then you dab this in the weld when you're going along. So it's super hard, but it's a nice weld, and that's the only thing that you could weld aluminum with, so it's kind of nice. So now I'm going to talk about where I'm going to go to school. Well, when I go to college, when I graduate, I'm probably going to go to St. Paul Tech, because you only have to go to school for 2 years there, which is sweet, because I don't like school. And it's pretty cheap. And most people, after their first year of college, they already have a job, which would be awesome. So, you have a job for pipe fitting, which is sweet. And the college that I'm going to is going to be probably St. Paul Tech, which is it's a good college. You don't even need to know how to weld to go there, because they teach you how to weld and teach you how to weld a bunch of different things. But yeah, it's a cheap college. It's good. My friend goes there, which is sweet because I might be able to see him. But probably not, because he's probably going to be graduated. Or he'll have a job, or we'll have different classes. And basically, at St. Paul Tech, they have the best welding school, so that'd be sweet. And I don't have to get a room up there or a hotel or whatever. I could just drive there every day. It's 40 minutes. It's not that far of a drive. So yeah. The worst part about welding is that if it's like raining or the weather conditions aren't perfect, you can't weld. So like the jobs may not be like a set time job. Like you don't work 5 days a week through like 6 to 6, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But you can work overtime. Some people make like $140,000 a year, which is a lot of money, and that would be sweet. So yeah, that's why I want to be a pipe fitter when I grow up.